Coach, I was in the press box. Your sons were both sitting right next to me on my left and my right, and they told me when it was 9-1 that they did not want to read my article. Now after this comeback, they do. So just talk to me what happened in that sixth inning when you guys scored 9 runs, able to tie it up, and also able to win the game in the seventh.
Well, I think the biggest thing, like I told the guys just now, is they didn't flinch. You know, they're a champion for a reason, and in order to beat the champion, you got to knock them out. And we were staggered a little bit. We were behind in rounds, let's say, but you know, they kept plugging away. We got an RBI ground out. I think it was in the fourth. At the bottom of the fourth, we got an RBI ground out, and that kind of like just got us back in. And then, you know, Cole Heat was just outstanding. He stepped us in the game. He kept putting up zeros, getting us back in. And then in this, I guess it was the sixth, we just kept in it, you know, stacking at bat after at bat. Got hit, and you know, we had selfless at bats, guys working counts, taking walks, hit by pitches. And then, you know, in the seventh, we were able to get that, you know, we had another senior step up, have a selfless at bat, take the hit by pitch, execute the bunt. Another senior heads up play, saw the coach, went first to third on the bunt with nobody covering, and then another senior, you know, Cody Crop coming through with the sacrifice fly. So it was just a refusal to lose on their part, and a commitment, you know, to each other to stay in it, stay hungry, and they did.
At what point in those last 2 innings do you think, oh, we're going to win this game?
I had a pretty good feeling when we got it, you know, when we tied it up, that we'd have a chance, because we had the momentum on our side. Our guys were playing really hard, and Cole was really doing a great job on the mound. You know, credit their guys. They responded to the adversity. They tie it up in the top of the seventh. Berg was outstanding on the mound and at the plate tonight. That's a championship club. You know, they're very talented, and we're very fortunate to come out with a win.
Mm-hmm. And I believe it was 4 different batters in the sixth inning had 2 RBI base hits. Just an excellent hitting performance in those last 2 innings, especially in the beginning of the game where Bert was just shutting you guys down at the mound. He just had an awesome game. We have to say about your team's resilience in those last 2 innings.
You know, they played like a champion is supposed to play, and like I said earlier, and you know, they refused to lose. They kept fighting for one another. And you know, Evan was outstanding. You know, we got his pitch count up. Finally, got him out in the sixth, and then we were able to, you know, to get after their bullpen a little bit and get some RBI hits. You know, Stan had a couple of big hits to drive in runs. Ryan had an RBI hit. And McCluskey had a hit, I believe, to drive in some runs. Navarro had a big hit to drive in 2 runs. You know, those are all guys that have played a bunch of games and been in the fray of this Catholic League and know what it means, what it takes to win. And you got to get 21 outs, and you know, we were able to fight and scratch and claw and come out on top. So I'm very proud of them.